Hey, what's going on out there? Here, Ryan, walking around setthepacetriathlon.com. I'm doing some very quick Facebook Live tip here on race week. Here we are at April of 2021. We're eyeballing 70.3 Gold Coast, or is it Haines City? Haines City, maybe. And then 70.3 Texas down in Galveston going off this weekend. Crossing our fingers, this is Wednesday. Hopefully on Saturday and Sunday, we're doing races. We're back. So that brings up a very pertinent question, an important question. What's your race week schedule supposed to look like? What are you supposed to be doing? It's been a while since a lot of us have done races. So what are you supposed to be doing that week before a race? So I got some quick tips for you. Number one, don't freak out. Don't run around with your hair cut off or your head on fire or anything like that. Keep calm. Race day will get here and you'll be prepared. Just stay calm, don't freak out. Pack sooner and later, so not in order not to freak out, being prepared as possible helps you not freak out. So pack earlier as possible, sooner than later. As you're going through the week, start getting your stuff together. Make sure you have a list. I've got lists out there I've published several times. If you want to put it in the comments, and I'll send you a link to it. Make your list. Start packing your stuff way before, like the weekend before you're getting ready to go. Half Ironman, maybe not as much packing compared to full, but a full Ironman, man, I start packing like 2 weeks ahead. I start laying my stuff out, having my pile in my closet in my little area, and I start putting my stuff on there. I think about it. Oh yeah, hey, I need that, I need that, I need that. And then at the end, I get my list out and I just start fine-tuning what I'm all packing up. Find the event schedule and athlete guide, especially in this day and age in COVID and pandemics, that they're going to update those as what's going on, because probably a lot of the meetings are going to go virtual. There's going to be a lot of different stipulations as far as pack and pickups, signing up for time slots. So make sure you know the schedule of events and make sure that you know the athlete guide. They should be out, especially for the 2 races that are happening this weekend. They're trying to get them out as soon as possible. It may be only 2 or 3 weeks before your event, before that stuff comes out, but make sure you have it. Make sure you have that on schedule. Type of loose ends. You need parts for your bike. You need parts for you. You need new socks, new shoes. Don't try anything new on race day, but you need all this stuff. Get it done now. Don't wait till the last minute, the day before you're going to fly out or drive out or something like that. Tie up all the loose ends. Check over your gear. Make sure your bike's in good working order, especially a day or two before you're going to leave with your bike. You don't want to be on site. Usually they have mechanics, but if it's something big, you want to get to your bike shop as soon as possible, especially now. Getting out of bike shops like 2 or 3 weeks takes to get your bike and get a tune-up or something. So check your gear over, do it as soon as possible. If you need like emergency repair, you need to go beg, borrow, and plead at your bike shop. Get this fixed, please. I've got to get it ready. I've got to get my stuff ready. So check your gear. So your shoes, your swim stuff, your sweatsuit. Has that thing been sitting in your closet for 2 years? Might be time to take it out and get it wet and see if it still works. See if you can get into it. So just check all your gear. Make sure it's all in good condition. Get your nutrition and hydration all rounded up. The last thing you want to do is start packing stuff and realize you don't have enough Gatorade endurance to get through the bike ride. So hopefully you've been taking care of that. Make sure you've gotten that taken care of. Usually they have stuff in the Ironman Village you can buy and stuff like that, but get that stuff taken care of now. Don't leave town. Taper and recover. Now's not the time to be putting in extra miles and stuff, worrying about if you're going to do the distance. That's already been done in the 5 to 6 months before. So hopefully you've been keeping up with your training and doing what you should have been doing. Now's not the time to try to make up for lost time and do all that extra cramming for the test. It's not going to help you. It's only going to hurt you. Like I said, no heavy lifting. Don't do any extreme kind of workouts, no high intensity, no strength training, no nothing. Recovery week. You want your body, you'd rather be 10% undertrained than 1% overtrained. So don't drive yourself into the ground fretting and then trying to make up for all the workouts you missed. Tempo work only. Kind of zone 3, keep it peppy, keep it short. Don't go out and do long stuff, slow long jogs or slow long runs or whatever. Don't do slow long bike rides. Make it quick, make it peppy. The last thing you want to do is be sore or tired when you're going into your race. Like I said, lower the volume for the workouts. We're not doing 2-hour bike rides the weekend before a half Ironman. We're not doing 3-hour rides. We're not doing 2-hour runs. We're not doing an hour and a half run. Maybe a 7-mile run and maybe a 25, 30-mile bike ride at most the weekend before. And then leading up to it, I'd say no workouts more than an hour. And don't do more than 2 in a day. Especially when you get up to the race, maybe a 2-mile run the day before the race, just open water swim if you got opportunity, maybe a 30-minute bike ride maybe the Thursday before if it's a Sunday race. maybe that Tuesday, Monday, and Tuesday is the last time you do a workout that even approaches an hour. So don't get all wrapped up and do an extra volume. The week before the race, you're not going to do enough to make a positive effect, and you could do more negative than helping. So don't try to cram in a bunch of hard workouts and long workouts. Verify your travel arrangements. The last thing you want to do is get that email that your Airbnb or someplace canceled on you, or hotel is actually closed, but they still took your reservation. So make sure, verifying your car, your plane tickets, you're checking over your personal car if you're going to drive, rental car reservations, hotel reservations, any kind of reservations you got. Just make sure, if you're doing tri-bike transport, make sure that if they picked up your bike, if you're like, ooh, crap, I forgot that was Monday, and they didn't come get my bike, that's going to cause a problem. So you got to come up with a backup plan. So just check all the travel arrangements, hotels, airfare, rental cars, anything you got to make a reservation for. Just make sure, because rental cars are in short supply right now because they sold them off because they didn't need them for a while, and now they're going on a run. Make sure, and airlines, now that people are traveling again, the flights are going to cancel because they don't have enough staff to keep them going. So make sure that you're checking on those things. Make sure you have a backup plan. It's like, okay, they got a morning flight that's full. Hopefully they keep the afternoon flight and they transfer me to that. So check on your travel plans. Like I said, the biggest thing is making a list, because keeping it up here, and for me, especially as I get older, that's impossible. I had no good memory when I was even younger. It doesn't even matter. Make a list, write it down, have one central list. Like, find a notebook, have it on that notebook. Don't make sticky notes all over the place and don't put them everywhere, or have an app on your phone where you're making a list of stuff. Have a central list of stuff. And like I said, I've got a list. If you want to put them in the comments, hey, send me the list, and I'll send you a link to that. But have a list. And what I do is I have my checklist and I print it out, and I'm writing things on there that's not on the list. Maybe it's special circumstance for this race that I need something that I didn't have to need before. Or I came up with a new nutrition that I need to scratch something out and rewrite it. So print the list off. I take that list everywhere. I have it in my planner, and it goes with me everywhere the 2 weeks before a big race. So make sure you have a list. That way you're writing it down in one centralized location. You're not forgetting stuff. And if you do one of those people that kind of loses stuff that's important, take a picture with your phone, keep it on your phone in the pictures so you can keep referencing it. So that's my quick tips, because it is race week. And as far as I know, those races are still going on as planned. We're all going to cross our fingers and toes, and hopefully it goes off as planned and everybody's out racing again, being safe out there. So that's my quick tips for race week. Again, don't do anything extreme or crazy. Make sure you're prepared. Check all your loose ends. Cross the T's, dot the I's, and be ready to have a low stress, fun race day. So happy training out there, and hopefully we'll see you all on race day. Catch you later.